I will do. See the kids, yes, come on! Hello, mate.
So our boys out of the barracks to the biggest cheers just 4 days before the final. I'll be talking to the Baron after this. His time in the house.
What you see is what you get. I don't try and pussyfoot around or anything. I'm just a normal dad, really.
Stephen Gill.
My kids will be watching this going, my dad's in Big Brother. I'm excited. It's great, this is.
I mean, massive respect to Steve. I think Steve is just one of the coolest people I've ever met.
Every year there's a snorer.
The level of snoring resembling helicopters and hovercrafts and jumbo jets.
Steve's got massive arms, hasn't he?
Yeah. How do you have such amazing arms?
Because I've got no fucking legs.
The Baron and Baroness is our other title.
Oh, God, thank you. Oh, my God. You're married?
Yeah? Fuck it. Well, I don't need this anymore. I've done what I want to do, and I want to go home to my wife and kids. It's made me realise how much, feel about my kids. I just keep getting a vision of my little girl. When you're at home, you don't tend to appreciate what you've got. There's a lot of glory in the garden today.
He's probably like the strongest person I've ever met for everything that he's been through in his life. It's just an amazing, inspiration.
I'm loving me.
Steve.
Street light. Woohoo! Fucking awesome. I feel privileged to be here, and thanks for inviting me into this mayhem. And I still think you're sadistic, twisted and slightly mental, but there you go. Yeah, just have to get out of the system.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve!
That exit actually was very moving.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was very moving because literally the whole series we haven't had a cheer like that at all. But
cool.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. There's Corin in today.
Now, listen, actually, talking of Corin, you did say at one point you thought that you, Corin and Dave sort of deserved to be in the final.
Well, I don't know about deserve, but yeah, I think, and Mario as well. I think Cos and Mario have been chasing it for 10 years, so if anyone deserves to be there, they do. And Dave has had a lot of flack, I think, on the outside world, but really deep down, he's a real nice chap.
Yeah,
and I think
he comes
deserves
across
to
as
be there.
a good bloke.
Yeah, I made a good bloke.
Dave's been in floods of tears, actually, since you've gone. He actually literally just sort of broke down when you left. I think he was convinced that you were going to be in the final.
Yeah, he's convinced he was going to go before I was.
So, did you think you were going to be there? I think the whole housemate thought you were going to be there.
It is what it is, isn't it, at the end of the day? I feel like I've done the whole thing now. It's only sitting there till Tuesday when, I could be having a few beers.
Now, being ex-army, you'll understand this terminology, but, you went in all like, go, I'm going to kind of do it, and this is Big Brother, and, it's going to be like an army exercise, I'm just going to do it, and then you went a little bit AWOL. Have a look at this.
Oh, no. Come on, Dolo! Right, we want everybody on that sideline facing me. Yes, coach!
You're just in the middle of having a little lie down. And then you've got Steve, come on!
We have to move your bottom!
It's like a mini Big Brother in there.
Come on, Ben, move it, mate. A very bossy, hard exterior with a very soft inner shell.
Sounds a bit like you, Steve.
Get into the diary room. Very, 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 very carefully.
He's quite strict, and I always feel like the need to stay on his good side.
Where's Steve?
Where's Steve?
He finds it difficult to integrate more into the group than maybe other people that are in here.
Entertaining. Oh, sorry, Steve.
It's been hard, this experience, has. I won't miss this fucking place. It's been difficult. When I came in here, I thought it'd be a walk in the park, being ex-military and that, but that's obviously a long time ago in my life. Pretty much on a nail.
Now, but, you know, we're doing a bit tongue-in-cheek there, obviously, but it did seem that, you know, as the bigger characters came to the fore, you kind of took a bit of a back seat. Now, was that a conscious decision?
Well, it probably was, but I think I got to a certain point where I was sick of looking after the kids. And it was like being at home.
And did it feel like that you were daddy and you were trying to look after?
I wanted to stay away from that, because I do that at home, so why do it on TV?
Were you getting annoyed with yourself, kind of thinking, come on, I must G myself, or were you just doing time, basically, waiting?
I was just bringing along, I think. I think after Keeley went, it sort of went downhill from there.
The Baroness.
Yeah, the Baroness. Once I lost my Baroness, I was sort of on my own. We enjoyed a lot of banter. I think after that, it was a bit...
Let's talk about you and Keeley for a moment, because you and her did have amazing banter, and it could have been misinterpreted as flirting, which some of the housemates...
I am a flirt.
...did. Yeah, so that's good to know, you know. But how did you feel about that? Because when they made accusations, you know, you were a bit like, hang on a minute. But it did seem a bit like that.
It may seem like that, but, you know, I've got a fantastic wife at home who threw me into the Big Brother house, you know, pushes me everywhere, and I know for a minute she won't think anything of that, and I feel safe whatever I do, she'll be there backing me all the way, so...
Let's just talk about your missus for a moment, because that's, you know, missing her and missing the kids must have been made your experience very difficult.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
it was very difficult.
You've been in the army, and that must have been pretty hard. But
yeah,
like
quite
you said, yeah, quite rough. But you said, you know, being in Big Brother was even worse. Why?
It's not worse. It's kind of no way but no worse than, you know, what these boys are doing everywhere in the world. But emotionally, it's a massive... You know, I've been away selling it, antique, and been away from the kids for a while. Not quite as long as this, but in here you get picked up, dropped again, picked up, dropped again. Unless you've been in there, you just can't understand the emotional
That's why
strain.
housemates have such a big
bond.
bond.
When you start getting visions of your little girl in the mirror, which I've never get things like that. You know, I didn't think I'd ever get broken down to that. So, yeah, it was a tough ride, but bloody good fun.
Sorry, Big Brother broke you, didn't it?
No, it didn't break me, no, I'm not going to own up to that.
So, listen, let's talk about your other housemates for a moment. Dave, mate for life, eh?
Mate for life, fantastic bloke, yeah, absolutely awesome. Get past the glory and he's glorious.
Even the glory's quite cute. I love it when he just gets glory, for no reason at all.
The 4Gs. Yeah.
John James, because he seems so complex.
Oh, John
He's like,
James.
so half the room cheer, half the room boo.
He's all right. He's Australian, isn't he? You know what I mean? You know, what can you say about him, really? He's, yeah, either love him or hate him. It's a bit like Marmite, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
and talking of Marmite, Sam Pepper, quite similar.
Yeah.
Child spawn of John James,
yeah,
really.
just like one of the kids. Just like one of the kids in the house, that was.
Who do you want to win?
I think Josie's going to win.
But I know you think Josie's going to win.
I think
but who
Josie,
would you like
I
to
would
win?
think Josie would win, but I'd like to see Dave win. Yeah, I would like to see Dave win.
And would you say that Corinne was one of your other mates?
Yes, absolutely.
Close to her?
Yeah. She's like a bit like a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
Well, listen, we've got lots of callers that called in, and we've handpicked 3 who want to ask you some questions.
Right, cool.
So we have got Sarah from Bracknell, we've got Charlotte from Hayling Island, and Keeley from Manchester.
Yeah.
Who would you like to talk to?
I'll go for Keeley.
Should we talk to Keeley?
Hey, the Baroness.
Keeley?
Yay!
How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Steve.
Hello, baby.
You're on to Steve. What would you like to say?
So, I met your beautiful family the other week, Steve, by the way. They were gorgeous. But my question for you is, after I left, you seemed to spend a lot of time on your own.
Yeah.
And I feel that you were the only one with a bit of depth, and that's why we connected so well. But do you think the other housemates were false?
Yeah, fake, as they keep calling each other.
Yeah, perhaps some of them, yeah.
Who? Who do you think's fake?
No, I wouldn't like to.
Oh, go on, please, Steve. Just
TV.
divulge. You've got to. Please, go on.
No, I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't like to divulge.
Kaylee,
but yeah, I do think they are.
Kaylee,
well,
you'll
I'm just
divulge.
concerned you was on your own, and was it because the other people were fake and you couldn't connect
Who
to
do
them?
you think's fake, Keeley?
I don't know, maybe all of them were putting on something.
All of them?
I don't know.
I think everybody's being.
Stood out.
I think everybody's being real, but we might not like what we see.
Yeah.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Probably.
Let's go to Sarah from Bracknell. Sarah?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can I put a question to Steve, please?
Yes, please do.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Sarah.
Welcome to Coming Out. How are you feeling?
I'm very well, thank you.
Right, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Right, snoring. Your snoring was a talking point in the house.
And everywhere.
And Ben nearly left because of it.
Yeah.
How on earth does your wife get any sleep?
Yeah.
I don't know, really. I think I normally go to bed later than her. Or she boots me or
so
something.
she's already asleep.
Yeah,
That's a
or
very
she just
good
hits
ploy.
me or
How do you
something
put up
like
your
that.
snoring?
I don't know, she
just sleeps
must
through
love me
it.
so much that she just gets on with it.
Oh, that's so cuteness. We got a very quick one from Charlotte in Hayling Island. Charlotte, are you there?
Hello.
Very, very quickly. Quick one for
Hi.
Steve.
Okay. Hi, Steve. I'm really sorry you went out, but I just want to ask. I thought you were a bit boring in the house. I wondered why you actually went in. What were you trying to prove?
What did you want to do?
I wanted to just put across. I just wanted to put across that whatever happens to you in life, whether it's anything that happens to me, that it proves that life can go on.
Oh, good for you.
And that was my main reason.
Charlotte, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, see you later. Okay, listen, give it up for everyone who got in touch tonight. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve. Okay, so Steve is out of the running. He is your 9th evictee of the series. We've got Corin, Dave, JJ, John James, Mario and Sam, and they're now vying for the last 3 places in Tuesday's final. You can join me later when 3 of them will be granted a stay of execution and 3 of them will be executed by you. I love that. It's like panto, isn't it? Woo. It's the second Big Brother semi of the evening. Excuse me. Art of Pete versus Life at 10:35.
I think Andrew got the first.
It's the people they want in the final.
Yeah.
No,
to evict.
No,
It would definitely have been to evict.
Because Andrew would have been voted to be in the final.
No, he wouldn't have been voted to be evicted. That was the thing. So
Yeah,
he'd done anything.
No,
The thing is,
they might have been in both options. Because she said the first person to go in. She said the first person to go in the final is. The first thing she said was the first person to go in the final is.
So there's going to be no snap
No, she
eviction.
didn't say. She said the first person going through to the final is Andrew.
So that means there's no snap evictions.
And then in no particular order, the next person to leave the Big Brother house is Steve.